For our first hike, we're staying in the low desert and heading to the Grapevine Hills, tucked away miles from the pavement, to see one of the most iconic images of the park. And joining us as an expert on all things desert, Ranger Maria Lavender.
So this is 2.2 miles on Grapevine Hills Trail. It's really famous because of the geologic features out here, but also it's a great introduction to the Chihuahuan Desert.
The Grapevine Hills are made up of crazy rock formations that are equal parts Mars and Dr. Seuss. But most of all, this 2-mile hike is a great way to loosen up the legs and get acquainted with the Chihuahuan Desert, which is truly an enchanting place.
So there's a lot of plants that are endemic, found nowhere else on Earth. We have a great diversity of cactuses, but we also have a variety of shrubs and grasses. If you took a hula hoop and you laid it on the ground in the Chihuahuan Desert, you would find a great diversity of plants within that, at least 5 or 10.
Just in the hula hoops area?
Yeah.
The biodiversity of Big Bend is insane, as it's home to over 1,200 plant species. And you'll quickly learn the basics, like prickly pear, yucca, ocotillo, and this one found nowhere else on Earth.
This is lechuguilla, means a little lettuce. The root is actually edible if roasted, but it's one of those really special plants that tells you you are nowhere else on Earth but the Chihuahuan Desert.
Wow, cool.
And we say everything in the desert here is going to prick, sting, or poke you. And this is no exception.
All life must be tough as nails to live in the desert. All around are collared whiptail lizards, but there are incredible insects too.
Yeah, so this is a millipede, not to be confused with a centipede. These guys are gonna be pretty mellow. They're coming out because it rained last week.
What's this?
Check this out. So this
Whoa.
is a red velvet ant here. They are velvety or fuzzy looking. Yeah, when you come to places like the Chihuahuan Desert with great plant diversity, it means incredible insect diversity as well.
I've never seen one of these, ever. That's crazy.
And that's not to mention the birds.
And actually, Big Bend National Park has more species of birds than any other national park.
Really?
More than 450 species of birds.
Wow.
We haven't even mentioned mammals or snakes, but don't be scared, because even looking for rattlers, we can't find a single one.
So you have to stay on trail at Big Bend?
One of the great things about Big Bend National Park is we encourage off-trail exploration.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh man, all right, then we've lost them.
They were just looking for an excuse to mountain goat.
One thing that people love about Big Bend National Park is that you can feel small here. No longer the commander of your environment around you is something big. In the Big Bend, the rocks are big, the animals are big, the adventure is big.
At times, it seems even the word big is too small for this place.
You don't have to really go too high up in the mountains to get killer views, huh?
Big, wide open wilderness that America is famous for.
Yeah.
You can see that today yourself in Big Bend.
This hasn't changed in what, thousands of years?
Yeah.
This view right here.
And there might even be a few spots that no human has ever walked before.
Ah, that's fascinating. That's fascinating.
We'll save those adventures for another day, as this well-known path is coming to its famous finish, the Balanced Rock.
That is a feat of nature. That's beautiful. That's great. Man.
This rock has been a special place for centuries of human visitors, and the lore continues to grow with each new person who sets eyes or feet on this amazing piece of natural architecture.
Isn't this awesome? I'm underneath a giant boulder. Wow. I guess at some point this thing's gonna fall down, but hopefully not for the next 30 seconds. You know, every time I come to Big Bend, I try to do something new and different, and this has been on my Big Bend bucket list for a long time. Look, I can just hold it up with my bare hand. Don't fall, rock.
Well, now that we've balanced ourselves above and below the rock, it's time to head back. To see the full episode or to get info about how to visit this spot, trip on over to thedaytripper.com. Or here's some other videos you may like. Vaya con Dios, amigos.